What's up, Headless Horde? Welcome back. So today we're here at ICCCon in Nashville, Tennessee. We're on the ICC podcast stage. I got some special guests with me. To my right, this is Ashley from ECPC TV. You can follow her on TikTok at Ash the Cleric. And over to my left, I have my man, Flynn Hendricks. You can follow his podcast, I Know You Hear Me, on Instagram, and you can subscribe on all major podcasting platforms. And then to my far left is Matt from ECPC TV. You can follow them on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook.
I'm the real Flynn Hendricks, by the way.
I think there was a song about that in the late 90s, early 2000s, but we can't talk about that right now.
Yeah, that's a whole other podcast right there, guys. All right, so we're here today. We are going to talk about what would happen if we had a mashup between Game of Thrones and Star Wars. So, here's the question. Now, some of you from the audience did say it would be pretty cool to see an Ewok on a dragon. So I like that. That's a good starting spot. So what do you guys say? What do you think?
Man, I think an Ewok in Game of Thrones would die within 5 minutes of this show just because Game of Thrones is unforgiving and Star Wars, it could allow little cute teddy bears.
This is true, but let's maybe raise it up a little bit. How about a Wookiee riding a dragon?
There you go. I like that.
I can dig that.
I see Chewie or Chrysanthemum riding a dragon. I think that'd be pretty badass.
Yeah.
I feel like the Wookiees would get along with Hodor like real good. Like I feel like they would just understand one another and just click, like have a growl, have a Hodor, and then they'd just be like,
Yeah.
and that would be.
I will say that a Rancor would fit perfectly in Game of Thrones.
Rancor versus was it not Nom Nom or something?
Mm-hmm.
What's the one giant? I think it's Nom Nom or something.
Yeah.
That'd be a nice little battle. Now I know me and Flynn were talking off camera yesterday about the Night King versus Darth Maul.
Oh, you have to. It's
Yeah.
like long lost brothers meeting to establish who the cooler brother is at that point. Who's the most iconic John Wayne or Clint Eastwood of that family? You know, you have to do that.
That makes sense too, because they both have the horns.
Both have the horns, right?
And and he's blue, so or like blue white. So you have Savage Opress, the yellow one. You have Darth Maul, the black and red one, and then you have the long lost brother who was left out in the cold. Who's the blue one?
So now we're talking about like a three-way ladder match or something.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I love it. But hang on. Would Darth Maul walk away with both of his legs after that fight was done? That's the real question.
Wait a minute. What legs? What legs does he have?
The ones that Mother Talzin
Tis a
gave.
flesh wound.
Tis merely a flesh wound.
I can see the head of the Lannister family, who's the dad. I forget his first name.
Tywin.
Tywin and Count Dooku just like
Oh.
eyebrowing it off. You know what I mean? Like just like they look really similar and similar
So
ruling
Tywin
structure.
and
Like,
yeah, or they might even like just join forces. That would be
it'd be one of
that'd be strong right there.
I have one here, and just because both of these characters were played by the same person, we've all seen that meme on the internet of Brienne of Tarth where it looks like someone may have crop dusted her and they're waiting for her to smell it. How would Captain Phasma accept that in the ranks of the First Order stormtroopers? Would she allow that? Would she even smell it through the helmet? How would that go?
I mean, first you gotta have a little more screen time to probably answer that question, and so
That's true, and I just realized too, I may have broken a rule here about talking about gas and fuel in Star Wars on stage, so I apologize.
no, that's just that one. He's
that's one thing we try not to do here at ICCC.
So, so you bring up Brienne of Tarth and Captain Phasma, same actress. But do you think one would have more of an advantage over the other in a fight?
I personally think it would be Captain Phasma, just because of the upbringing she had and kind of fighting for survival and basically clawing her way up to the top, backstabbing whoever she had to get to where she was now and get off the planet she was born on. I think that she's a survivalist, and I think that would probably work in her favor.
And see,
I would
and
respectfully disagree.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Same here.
I was
be
gonna
the odd man
disagree
out.
because, like, every area Captain Phasma is getting her butt kicked. And Brienne of Tarth obviously has survived so many battles. I would have to go with Brienne of Tarth winning that
She
fight.
is a beast in the best way possible.
Yeah.
I love
can't
that's one of
disagree.
my favorite characters, both in book and on screen. I think, they nailed it with
Yeah.
her.
Yeah, Gwendolyn Christie did a great job in that role. That's
Oh
for
my
sure.
goodness,
Yeah.
so wonderfully balanced in her acting there. Yeah, I think.
I'm in the minority here, so I accept defeat on that.
Well, someone's got to be wrong.
Why's it gotta be me?
All right, so when thinking about the prequels, so now we're gonna get a little nuts here. So we have Anakin and Padme, right? So if Padme wasn't there, and we had Sansa, and we had Daenerys, and some of the female characters. So who is Anakin hooking up with?
Oh gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I'm uncomfortable
just
with
don't say
boring
Anya.
questioning.
Let me ask this: if it was Daenerys, would Luke and Leia still kiss in Episode 5? Would that still be a thing?
And they probably would have done more than that.
Yeah, because they. would've been-
Okay.
Yeah. So
Crazy.
maybe.
Not Daenerys.
So maybe we need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So-
no Daenerys.
So we'll go Sansa, I guess, on that one.
I would say Sansa just because of the royalty factor. She's just
Yep.
like Padme. It just has the politics and the royalty and the, she can hold her own. She's been through a lot and she's still held that maturities. And I think relating to Padme, like she would be the closest one.
Yeah,
in my
I
opinion.
agree.
And it does kind of keep the high stakes of that extra forbidden love where slave boy that becomes the hero of the galaxy is still forbidden to love this woman that was born into royalty as well.
Oh, but what if was it Marjorie or who?
Queen Marjorie, yeah.
Oh, if she and Anakin got together, they would have
that's a-
manipulated the universe to the end of time. That would have been.
Yeah, she
a
probably
real
would have.
good
Poor
mashup.
Palpatine.
Yeah. I loved her. She was.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna throw out some duels.
All right.
And you tell me who's gonna win and why.
Okay.
All right, ready? So duel number 1. We have Jaime Lannister versus Grievous.
Okay, I would say Grievous only because he has more arms. And but no, seriously, like Jaime Lannister, like he has a lot of conviction in his, like he is a great fighter. But I don't know, man. That's actually a really good one. But Grievous, he's had a little bit of training from Sith, and he has more weapons, and he's more battle ready. I would have to go to Grievous on that one.
All right.
I agree.
I
Yeah.
agree too, and I think the mechanical enhancements and the warped, twisted, insane mind would help him in that situation.
All right. Well, there you go on that one.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Ready? Braun versus Obi-Wan. And Braun is a swordsman. What do you guys think?
No.
It's a tough one.
I'll just reference the Count Dooku Obi-Wan confrontations and how Obi-Wan came up on the short end there. He held his own for a little bit, but I think he would get worn down, and eventually the more skilled swordsman would maintain his composure, keep his cool, and ultimately have the victory.
You know what? Braun's not above cheap tricks.
Yep.
Ooh, good point.
Yeah.
He really has no honor.
Yep.
And I think that's what because Obi-Wan has all the honor.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Matt, what do you think?
Which Obi-Wan? Old Obi-Wan, young Obi-Wan?
Fair point.
That's a good point. Well, I guess we'll go with young Obi-Wan just because we saw him in battle a little bit more.
Okay, well then I'd have to definitely go with young Obi-Wan.
Young Obi-Wan?
Because that's, at the height of his battle experience and the stuff that he's been through, and he defeated Anakin, which was because Anakin defeated Count Dooku very easily. So we know that his power was up, but we know when they fought, he was more in an emotional state with Padme. But I just at the younger state, I would have to go with Obi-Wan on that one.
All right.
That'd be a good one though.
All right.
I would.
I got 2 more. Wicket or Ghost? I'm going Ghost on that one. I'll be honest with you.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that was.
Yeah.
Sorry, Wick.
Sorry, Wicket.
No.
You're my people, but I'm sorry.
I mean, he's got his little spear, but yeah, I think Ghost is gonna have today.
Yeah.
All right, so last one on this one. So let's do. Got to do it. Jon Snow or Luke Skywalker? Now, before we answer, Let's pretend they both have lightsabers, because
Okay.
you know you gotta make it a little bit balanced. What do you think? And I know we're at a convention that's dealing with Star Wars, but let's be fair to Jon Snow.
Okay, just from I'm just going off viewing, and that's it. Viewing of Game of Thrones and viewing of Star Wars. Okay, let me ask you this first. Then.
Sure.
At what stage for Luke Skywalker? Because like
Let-
that's got to come into play. Because Luke, at certain points of his life, was either immature, not as experienced, or he is like in the Mandalorian show where he is on another level. So
Let's go with both on the top of their game. So Luke, Return of the Jedi / Mando, and then Jon Snow, the last season when he's a man.
I all right. I will say Jon Snow only because Jon Snow at the top of his game at the end of the series, he would have died for anything.
Yeah.
And
I just think about him with Battle of the Bastards. I mean, he just all those
Well, he was raised to survive. I mean, his worth was when survive if you can, but we're not going to do anything to help you because you're illegitimate. So I mean,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he's been scrappy. He's scrappy.
Matt, what do you think? Or I'm sorry, Flynn, what do you think?
no, you got it right. I'm Flynn.
I'm flat. I'm the combination of Flynn. But I'm going to go with Luke just because if you can defeat an entire army of Dark Troopers, if you can convert your father back to the light side, survive Force lightning that killed other people, and maintain your composure and stick to your guns during all that, you can maintain through that battle. Don't get me wrong, it'll be a hard-fought, probably bloody battle,
Yeah.
but I think at the end, the Force would probably come into play, and that would work in Luke's favor.
All right.
See, and I kind of disagree because at the height of Luke Skywalker's game, he was into the Order. Like, it was almost like he was trying to regain the Order. So with Luke, there was rules. And with those rules, there was limitation. And it's when his second order failed, then when everything went out the window and it didn't matter anymore. And with Jon Snow,
point.
there is it was, I have to defeat this person. I will give my entire life and limb to defeat this person, because he has shown that from beginning to end, because he has been one of the most discredited characters until the end, where he had to earn, like going to the Black Gate and going through everything, or the being with the wildlings. It was the wildlings, right?
Correct.
Yeah, being with the wildlings and then earning his place at the very end. Like, I just think his rules and limitations versus I need to get this done, I think Jon Snow would take it.
So I have a question.
Yep.
Let's say we're in the Game of Thrones universe, and all of a sudden the Force becomes a thing. Who do you think would who would have the highest midichlorian count?
Oh my God.
Who would have?
Sorry, we're
Yeah, she did that on purpose.
that wasn't on the list. We talked about love and fuel. This is. Well, listen. This is how we started our morning.
Love and Fuel sounds like the Cantina band's next to right?
That is true.
New band name, I call it. Okay.
It's the highest.
So let's just say, the Force became a thing in that universe. Who would definitely have Force powers?
I
a
think
Jedi.
Jamie Lannister would definitely be a Sith. Like, I see him as this only because of the redemption. Because it's like he started off like he was just as evil as his sister and ruthless, but then like he got humbled and started to become good. And I'm like, man, that is totally a
I love his storyline.
salvation story.
It's so good.
Yeah, I think definitely on Arya. I mean, the whole mission with her going to the Black and White House and all that kind of stuff. I think definitely Arya would be up there in her midichlorian count.
Brienne, I think.
Brienne too, probably.
For sure.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
And I'm just going to say Hodor, because I think the Force would have predetermined his destiny at that point.
Oh, wouldn't that have been interesting though? That they'd be like, his midichlorian count is very high.
Hold the door.
Not very.
Hold the door.
So that'd be like interesting. Yeah, He's the kind of Chewbacca that world is.
All right. Well, before we wrap things up, I just want to thank you guys so much. This weekend has been amazing. I have some shirts and some pins for my channels that I'm gonna give you guys.
Oh, thank you.
So some free swag. So Ashley, that's for you. And I really do appreciate it. And there's yours, Flynn.
Thank you.
And
I'm
Matt.
Flynn now.
Yes, I got it right there.
Thanks,
There you
brother.
go,
I appreciate it.
I've only been sitting next to you, for 3 straight days.
Oh, of course,
So,
of course.
Yeah.
We've
Why would I
spent-
get it right when we're live?
We've spent
So.
a lot of time together.
We have
this
been, yes,
weekend.
we have. All right, thank you so much for tuning in. You guys want to do any plugs before we get out of here?
I'll just say, go to linktree/TheFlynnHendrix. Find all my podcasts, Tales from the Haunt, I Know You Hear Me. Get connected with my voice acting endeavors, my wrestling endeavors, all social medias. It's all on the Linktree, linktree/TheFlynnHendrix.
Yeah, and as the real Flynn Hendrix, I'll be defending my title at the Kentucky Fair thing. What is it, brother?
You take the bumps, I take the payoffs.
Ashley, go ahead.
Follow us on ECPC TV. You can find us on YouTube. All of the interviews that have happened this weekend will be posted there. They're already there right now, and so you can go. There's been some really great ones this weekend. Also, if you like really mediocre content from a semi-blonde person, follow Ash the Cleric on TikTok.
All right.
She also doubles as a Katie Sackhoff stand-in.
That is true.
That's my future career.
That is a future career, yes. All right, thanks a lot for tuning in. And guess what, guys? I'm going to say it again. Don't forget to keep those heads on. Take care.
This summer, saddle up in Smashville as the Music City hosts the hottest party of the summer, WWE SummerSlam Nashville. For the first time ever at Nissan Stadium, a little bit country, a little bit rock and roll, a whole lot of kick-ass. WWE SummerSlam, Saturday, July 30th. Tickets on sale now.